All right, guys, welcome back to Scratch Golf Performance. In today's video, I'm going to go over the best way to maximize performance, not only in golf, but in really any sport that you're playing, and that is training in full ranges of motion. A lot of time what I'm seeing is, number one, people just aren't training, so they get locked into kind of their daily ranges of motion, and they're not able to get to positions in the golf swing that they would have if they're training, working out, doing strength training. And then number two, if they are training, they're doing the same thing over and over again. They're never getting to the full ranges of motion, whether that's bench press, squat, deadlift, whatever. Obviously, there's a difference between range of motion and flexibility. So if you're unfamiliar with the term range of motion, it's basically maximizing your joint angles. So how deep into a stretch can I get my joints? If I'm doing a bicep curl and I'm only getting my joint angle here, I'm not maximizing that joint angle through the range of motion. So I really want to get a big stretch as much as I can and then curl back up. It's kind of the same premise with shoulders, hips, knees, any type of joint pattern that you're taking a movement through. So I'm going to go over how to maximize those. We're going to start with part one, which is upper body, mainly chest, back, and shoulders. Part two is going to be hips, knees, and maybe some ankle mobility. So stay tuned, let's get after it. So first movement's obviously gonna be the bench press, one of the best upper body strength and hypertrophy movements if you want to get all around muscle growth and muscle strength. Works your chest, works your front delts, works your triceps. It's really good for developing strength and power. The biggest thing that I see is, number one, people can't do the bench press, any type of variation, because it bothers their shoulders. One of the biggest things is they can't get to that range of motion. I can show you what it looks like first. Just make sure that my grip is correct. I like to say thumbs to the armpits. I see a lot of people stopping maybe right there and they're not getting to that full range of motion. I want to get all the way down, bar touches the shirt, and then I can drive back up. The reason we want to get that full range of motion is I want to develop strength through the entire muscle. If I'm only stopping there, I'm strong at that point, but anytime that I pass that range of motion that I'm normally training at, I'm going to be super weak. And also too, if I'm not getting through that full range of motion, then I'm not lengthening that muscle to its fullest potential, and then I can get locked into that range of motion. I'm never able to get past there. So that's why it's really important here to get that full deep stretch so I can take my body through any ranges of motion that I need to. So I'll show you from a top down angle here. Again, grip lined up where my thumbs are in my armpits. It's really important that I get a big stretch, initial stretch in the chest. So I really want to arch the back. We use the shoulder blades, so I'm almost pre-stretching that chest to pretty much guarantee full range of motion. I'm coming down. Notice how the wrists are stacked over the elbows. And see how I'm getting all the way, elbows back deep, getting a full stretch in that chest, and then driving back up. See how when I arch the shoulders, arch the back, I'm already getting even more stretch than usual. If I don't arch that back, I'm here and I'm not getting a good stretch. All right, so if you have shoulder pain, maybe you're not able to do the bench press, or you want kind of a progression into a barbell bench press, a dumbbell bench press is a really good variation. I think you get even more of a range of motion with the dumbbells because you can kind of break free from that fixed barbell. Good variation here. You can add this into your program, or you can just substitute this. Instead of a bench press, thumbs are going to be by my armpits. You can kind of orient these dumbbells and the ability of your shoulders, but I'm going down, thumbs to armpits, arching the back and the shoulders, and I'm getting even deeper through that range of motion. All right, so the bench is horizontal push. Now we're going to do a horizontal pull, kind of contrasting those push movements. All right, we really want to get good horizontal shoulder extension, and then we want to get good pull. Again, just lengthening the chest, contracting the back, getting good posture in that upper body. So you can use band, you can use cables, you can use anything where I'm doing a horizontal pull. I'm just going to use a band right now. Locking in the shoulders, locking in the lower back. I want a big stretch, and then I want a big pull, trying to get those thumbs to the ribs. Big pull, contract, and then back to. Notice how anytime I pull, I've got really good posture. Just think, if we're not training through full ranges of motion, we're kind of shortchanging ourselves. It's really sacrificing long-term health for short-term gain. We might get strong quicker, but we're not getting strong through the full range of motion, and over time, That's going to limit our flexibility, limit our mobility, and we're not going to be able to function correctly as we get older. All right, so one of the biggest problems that I see with people coming into our gym or clients that I train is not being able to get a full extension overhead, right? Whether that's impingement issues, labrum, or rotator cuff issues. This is a really important movement to continue to train through full range of motion or work back to over time. Obviously, we're reaching for stuff all the time. We've got to externally rotate as much as we can. Most of the time, just general tightness in the chest is a reason that we can't get overhead, just because we're on our phones all the time, or we work office jobs, we just get tight. So it's why it's really important to train that horizontal full range of motion, but this one, it's that shoulder extension. Tightness in the chest, tightness in the lats. We're gonna kind of work on that lat tightness and that lat range of motion right now with like a cable or a band straight arm pull down. One thing that you could start doing is just getting a band or a rope or even like a belt at home and holding that stretch, and then just grab that band and just let it pull you up, stretching that lat out, maybe stretching a little tricep, just engaging this whole area and then letting it stretch. You can hold that for about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. I even like to lean into it a little bit more to get even more stretch, but the goal is to get my ear to my bicep. So if you can do that, great. This is a good one to just add into your programming. If not, if you're here, you've got some pain, just slowly over time, let that arm stretch out and hold that range of motion. All right, once you get comfortable with that movement, or you can go through that pain-free, now we can start working the contraction part. Want a big stretch, kind of lean into it, and then pull straight down, all the way again, hand to armpit, and then big stretch back up. But I'm working that vertical pull into that shoulder extension and then bringing it right back down. If you're already past this movement, you've got pretty good vertical shoulder extension. You can work in some lat pull downs, you can work in some pull-ups. Just make sure I'm getting full elbow extension, full shoulder extension, and then pulling all the way down, getting those thumbs to my elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades. All right, this is another great movement for shoulder extension. This one's really gonna target the lats. This is a dumbbell pullover. So I'm gonna put my shoulder blades on a bench or box or chair. Once my shoulder blades are here, I'm gonna lift my butt up. So I'm putting all the weight through my shoulders and my heels. Next, I'm gonna grab a dumbbell. I like to hold it like a diamond. Again, if you've got some room, you can rest your neck on there, but if you're not, just hold that neck right there. Keep my elbows fixed. That's a really important thing. I'm not doing a tricep extension. I'm trying to extend the shoulder joint. I'm gonna go back. Again, try and get a big stretch, get as far as I can, and then pull right back over my face. I'm not focused on the weight here necessarily. I'm focused on the range of motion. Again, getting as much range of motion as I can. The weight is going to force me to get deeper and deeper. Again, if you've got mobility issues, range of motion issues, progress this one. Use some light weight. You can even put a band. Let the band pull you back just like that. But the goal is increased range of motion over time. All right, so the next movement is going to be a vertical push to contrast to our vertical pull. I like to be in the same half kneeling position. It just gives me a lot of stability. And in the exact same situation, I've just got this dumbbell. I'm trying to push up and then really get my arm to my ear and then bring it right back down. One thing that I don't want to do is lean back and then press out. Number one, I take my deltoids out of play and then I get more of my chest working. Number two is I got a lot of pressure on my lower back right there. So I really want to drive up, arm to the ear, then bring it right back down. All right, I'll show you from this angle here. Drive up, get a little lean forward, press. If you keep that palm facing in right there, gets me a little bit more range of motion, and then it puts a little bit less pressure on my shoulder. This is the last movement for upper body full range of motion movements. This is kind of my favorite one. A little bonus for you, it's called a kettlebell halo. Really works the shoulder extension, the shoulder mobility, and a little bit of external internal rotation as well. So you're gonna hold this kettlebell upside down, keep it as tight to your head as you can, and then rotate it around and then right back under your chin. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Again, keeping it really tight. I like to say elbows down in the front, elbows up in the back. Bob the other way. Take it nice and slow. Don't try and sway around. I don't want to stay nice and fixed. Only move the kettlebell. Nice and slow. full range of motion. Just an all-around good mobility, full range of motion, and kind of strength technique for the entire shoulder joint. All right, guys, that is it for part 1 of the full range of motion and mobility video. Part 2, we're going to go over lower body, we're going to go over hips, hamstrings, knees, lengthening the muscle through its full stretch and strengthening it through that full range of motion as well. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.